so we messed around with a little bit of auto layout in the last one. We created a card component, a button. We saw kind of some of the inner workings of auto layout. And now I'm going to jump into some prototype, some prototyping and how to show this stuff visually and get that kind of good scrollable look. All right, so let's dive in. All right, so we have our cards here on this iPhone. So what if we want a horizontal scroll? What is that going to look like? All right, so we have this set to fill. I don't want it set to fill because I want to start spilling things over. So I'm going to take my little card and I'm going to do Shift A to create an auto layout. And I'm going to make sure that it's a horizontal layout. And I'm going to start duplicating. I'm going to say that this is a card row. And then I'm going to start duplicating. So you can do that by doing Command D. And then it's going to start duplicating within that space. I want these cards to be a fixed width, and I want them to roll off of the edge. So I'm going to select both of them, and I'm going to say that they're fixed width. Then I'm going to say that they are 300. And then so you can start to see that these cards are spilling over the edge here, and it kind of looks nice. It's a nice little scrollable area that we have here. All right. Our card row. I am going to undo clip content so I can see what I'm working with here and change some of these out. All right, duplicate, duplicate. All right. I'll go to Unsplash. I'll find another animal. I'll go to Unsplash again. I'll find another animal. And another animal. All right, so we have different card content going on here. And this is behaving in a certain way. All right, and then we're going to see how we can scroll horizontally within this frame. Okay. Since I want these cards to kind of spill off the edge, I'm going to take all of the padding off of the left and right of these, of the main auto layout frame, and then I'm going to apply it to this card row, and I'll show you why. All right, so left and right, 32. And then so I get that spillover between left and right. And I will hold Control and bring that all the way to my edge here. All right, so I have this nice edge to edge card row that I am going to establish a horizontal scroll width for my cards, and I will show you that momentarily. All right, so let's go ahead and see what this looks like right now. I'm going to click on this clip content and enter prototype mode, And you can see nothing is happening. My button interaction is still there, but it's not really doing anything because I haven't told it to do anything. So if we go back to the screen and I select the card row and then prototype, I can say scroll behavior overflow horizontal. And then if I go back to my prototype, you can see now that this will scroll effectively. So I've created this awesome scrolling effect, and I will show you how to take that one step further. All right, so usually there's multiple categories in something like this, so I'll show you how to do that. I'm going to say all right, so this is going to be a category title. Go back to design view. Make this a little bit fancier. All right, and then I'll change the case. All right, so we have our category titles, which we will pair with our card row. So I'm going to go ahead and press on bracket left to get it there. And then I will pair these two together. So I will select them both, and I will say Shift A. All right, and then within that frame, I will say that this is a card category. Card cat for short. And then I'll do a little bit of padding here on this title to mimic what I have going on just below it. So I will say Shift A, and then I'll do 32. And then for the width itself, I will say fill container. And then for on that, I will say fill container. All right. So we are cooking with gas. I will clip content on that as well, and then bring this in. Hold Control. Bring that in. All right, so we have some categories going on. I'll put a little bit more padding here so we can start duplicating these. Let's see, change space between. Yeah, 32 is fine. Or I'll say 64. All right, and then we'll start duplicating these. So I'm going to do Command E, and then it's going to start to dupe these. All right, so I have a few of these here in my screen, and we'll see what the behavior is. Give it a whirl. All right. So you'll notice that I have my scroll horizontal. I have my scroll horizontal, but I still can't scroll vertically. So let's figure that out. All right, so here I'm getting cut off, and I want to go to prototype, and I want to go to scroll behavior overflow vertical, and we'll see what that does. You can see I have overflow vertical, And I've retained the horizontal scrolling in my prototype. So that is a really great way to use things like auto layout and scroll behavior and reusing components to create more dynamic prototypes and interactivity for whatever it is you're trying to show. So hopefully this was helpful. And look out for additional tutorials in the future.